So I'm here on a job together with Gary, and I told him that I'm going to Colorado to shoot a beautiful video. He told me an unbelievable story that happened to him and other singers.
So I was on tour for a very long time. So when we got to Colorado,
Okay.
a lot of the singers they started to pass out because the oxygen level is
You're saying a lot, not one singer,
not
a few.
lot. At least 12. There were about 35 singers, and at least 12 of them passed out.
Are you joking?
I'm not joking.
Like really passed out?
Really passed out.
Is that because of the high elevation or
Because
something?
of the high elevation, there's less oxygen in the air.
Right.
So they weren't used to it. So they tried to do the same activities and so being physically active and then trying to sing couldn't do it.
Wow.
So they were affected.
So what's your advice if someone that
Advice
goes?
is take it easy, take it slow, and then when you want to do your strenuous activities, wait till later on in your trip. Don't
Right.
try to do things right away very fast.
Got it,
You have to get used to it. You have to acclimatize.
Ah, there we go.
Turn right on Dragonman Drive.
The water outdoor shooting range. Okay, I guess met bald terugkomen was in de oude zo I guess met bald terugkomen was mijn bald het is aan veel. Wow. Gever, ik kan doen met de lange guns. Wow, 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 wow.
You want to see?
Yeah, no, later. I'll come down later. Thank you so much. Okay. Welcome to Dragonman. So, die mens heißt echt Mel Bernstein. Is Ayid. Het hegemoft around 40 years ago. En het gebouwd een paar museums van de Amerikaanse history van World War I, World War II, Zweite Welt begonnen met de Nazis, de ganze Sache. We machen een walkthrough. En we kunnen van de ganze Amerika kent man door te zijn, dat museum. En hij macht de zintig in de free. En ja, Zal er komen nog cars. Officially had at least 50 to 100 mensen jede tour. Ja, die mens, basically, had de meeste guns in Amerika. Had 4000 guns. Ik trying to make an interview with him. Not sure if I succeed, but I'll try my best. So kom maar aan in de museum, maken een walkthrough. On a side note, ik meen dat ze ook het job hebben gestoßen. Ik meen Colorado Springs will give a beautiful option. Kan ruhig bauen, doet 20-30.000 hazen. It's gorgeous. 90 degrees. Stuk kan je midden doen. Also wie Casa Grande. No, but it's in the 18, 90. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
And probably next year when we take it over, Iran. We're going to make an Iran display. All I have to do is find a couple of those ballistic missiles. Okay, and then for a treat, we're going to go to my goodies room. I've been collecting Elvis stuff for 60 years. I don't look 80 years old, but I'm 80 years old. And I tell the kids the reason I look so good, I work so hard, I never smoke, I don't drink, I don't eat candy, I don't drink soda, and work hard, and you'll get to your goals like I did. I went way past my expectation right there. Okay, on the museum, I spent over $15 million on everything you're going to see, and some people say it's one of the best in the country. I got 1,500 uniform mannequins, 2,500 working weapons, all the machine guns and the bullets are real, everything works. All 126 vehicles in that building are fully operational. Too bad Fort Carson couldn't say that. And you guys can take all the pictures and videos you want. The FBI already knows everything I have. Thanks to me, two of them have a job. One of them watches me at night, the other one in the daytime. I feel very safe. Okay, anybody have any questions before we go in the back? Well, I want to thank you for all the money you spent to see the museum, and I'll answer the most popular question right now, so you don't have to follow me. Okay, everybody wants to know where everything comes from. Right now, I deal with 5 collectors in Europe. They find everything, they email me pictures, they tell me what it is, they tell me how much they want for it. If I say yes, I send them a check, and within 30 days, the box is here. As far as I know, everything in the museum is 100% original. Nothing says Toys R Us. Okay, guys, we're going to go out here, give Charlie your ticket. We're going to go out the garage door, make a right turn, and after the museum tour, if you want to see my machine shop, that's what I do all day. I'll show you the machine shop. How's that? Okay, thanks a lot for coming.
Hi, how are you? I know your name is Dragonman, but what's your real name?
Yeah, Mel Bernstein.
Mel Bernstein. Are you Jewish?
I'm Jewish. I was
Really?
born Jewish, yeah.
Where? Originally from where?
Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn. And you moved to Colorado how long ago?
1980, 45 years ago.
Whoa, that's 45 years ago. Wow. Why did you pick Colorado?
Freedom. Freedom. The gun laws, and could buy land.
Wow.
You can't have that much in Brooklyn.
Correct. No, you heard what's going on with Mom Donnie now in New York?
Oh, I can't believe it.
Imagine he would live there now.
Yeah, he wouldn't last out here.
Are you an Army vet?
Am I what?
An Army vet?
Oh, yeah,
You in the Army?
Vietnam.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
1964.
You lost some friends over there?
Yeah, a few people I know.
How long ago did you start building this museum?
I've been working on a museum probably 35 years.
Wow.
It's only open to the public 15 years.
15 years.
Yeah,
And
it
you
used to
do...
be by private collection, and then more and more people found out about it, and look what happened.
It's unreal. Unreal. I came special from New York just for
I like
this.
sharing it with everybody.
Yeah, wow. It's unbelievable how
Ended
much...
up being one of the best in the country, people say.
Yes, it is. It is. It's rated #1 actually in the country.
good,
It's
good.
unbelievable. You have the most guns in America. That's what they say.
Almost 5,000 of my
Almost. And also, how many guns do you have in your bedroom?
about 35.
35.
With 10,000 rounds ammunition in the closet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in case the arrows come.
How many people visit the museum a year, would you say? Around
4,500 to 5,000.
40. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a number.
Oh yeah.
That's actually
and
a
we
number.
close it after Veterans Day.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
only open half the year.
Nice. Did you ever visit Israel?
No, but my 2 girls did.
Oh, your girls did?
Yeah, 10
right.
years ago. Yeah.
Are you planning still to go?
No, I'm always working. I don't take any vacation.
You don't. I saw
gotta
that.
Make money. I'm Jewish. You know? Yeah, Jewish people work hard.
I know some Bernsteins in
If I didn't want
Brooklyn.
to work hard, I'd be Catholic.
Another question, I don't know if I should ask it, but did you have a bar mitzvah?
Oh yeah,
You
when
did?
I was 13.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, walk out to Illinois, Haino Halam.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, my parents drummed that into my head.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But I'm not religious.
That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter as long as you know your background and
My religion is if you don't work, you don't make money, you don't eat.
exactly.
That's it. You could sit
Right.
in church or whatever
Correct.
a week, and God's not going to feed you.
Exactly.
You go out and work.
Yeah,
don't work.
exactly. In Hebrew, it's called hishtadlus.
Yeah,
It means
yeah.
you have to do something to make money for your work,
yeah.
and then God will help you.
Yeah.
That's a separate thing. Yeah. By the way, I have tefillin. If you want to put on tefillin.
Come on, guys, filter in. Don't leave my door open, please. No large backpacks. Oh, yeah. Let me see it.
Asto Lodges. We do container unloading to FBA prep and kitting. Your logistics handled from direct consumer fulfillment. We also do retail prep to FBA prep and kitting. Built to spec and seamless cross docking, plus short and long-term storing. Remember the name, Asto Lodges. Our work, your success.
Last year, our largest tour was 197. I wanted to quit. Keep moving in there, folks. Again, if you have your cell phones with you, if you can put them on silent for us so we don't get disturbed during the tour, that would be great. Our carpets do overlap, so just be careful the way you walk through the museum. Please do not touch anything in this museum. Don't want to have any accidents on my watch. Even though we've got plenty of stretchers and first aid kits in this museum, I'm too tired from Friday's tour to carry anybody out. So I'm just going to put it some pictures of Normandy that day. Operation Overlord was the deadliest campaign that the U.S. has ever fought. We lost just over 29,000 soldiers in that campaign. Just on June 6th alone, we lost 4,414 U.S. service members, and the Allies lost anywhere between 10 and 12,000. All I can say, it must have been hell on earth for those soldiers to storm those beaches, and not only to take those beaches, but having to move inland and liberate Western Europe. Again, some interesting things we got on display here. To my right, we've got a map showing 5 out of 6 of the landing spots the Allies used. We've actually got sand from 5 out of those 6 beaches right there. The only one that's not being represented is Point the Hook, and that's where the 2nd Ranger Battalion stormed the cliffs that day to silence the German 88 millimeters. Again, I'm going to go through, point out some interesting things as we go through. If you've got any questions, please just feel free to let me know. Over here on my left-hand side, this is an M1 Garand rifle. Dragonman's probably got about 130 of these in the museum. It was first designed by John Garand in 1919, a Canadian, believe it or not.
I was actually thinking that too.
Try to get everybody in here. It's not going to happen, but keep moving right along. Unfortunately, we do not serve lunch, but further past that fire extinguisher if you can.
Dit is zand van alle plaatsen die de Amerikaanse soldiers hebben gefight on the beaches.
Alright, folks, so as the rescue group is joining us, this is what we call our honor row. Everything that you see in this room was donated by one of our Fort Carson soldiers or Special Forces soldiers. So from the uniforms to the boots on the ground to all the different paraphernalia you see laying around. When you go through Dragonman's museum, you're going to see pictures of these uniform mannequins. These are the actual men and women that wore these uniforms. So it puts a different spin on what you're actually looking at. You're just not actually looking at another piece of cloth that was made in some factory. There was uniforms. Reason I say that, when you guys round the corner, have a look down to your left. This is how this service member came home from his tour of duty, in the coffin, draped with the American flag. So we respect the American flag out here at Dragonland. He's got well over 2,000 American flags in this museum. I always get asked questions over here about these two big heavy suits over here on the left-hand side. These are our EOD, or explosive ordnance disposal suits, better known as bomb suits, right? The camouflage one, think of that as kind of the first blast lung, where the concussion would come out and compress different organs of the body. So in the early 1990s, they came out with the brown suit. It's called the A with them, right? You guys can keep coming in, start circling around the room, have a look at the displays in this room. So as you guys are coming into this room, the majority of items on display were taken from one of Saddam Hussein's palaces. In his 2680
It's an actual science in Iraq.
And a good majority of those items are on display here. For example, to my right, all these ceremonial knives and daggers in this cabinet were taken from one of his palaces. As you guys are coming through the room, you guys can keep circling around. You're going to see the typical dress the Iraqi people called a thobe, and the headdress is called a gudra. The most common gudra is this one here on the corner, with the black and gray scarf with the black headband. As you guys come through on your left-hand side, you're going to see what the women and children will wear. It's called a hijab. And then in the center of the room, you're going to see And then as you guys keep coming around the corner here, start circling around over towards me, you're going to see a table that's got a scrapbook on it. That is Saddam Hussein's scrapbook. He had to cut out those articles and build that scrapbook. I do believe it is the only one in existence. You'll see that 5-foot hookah beside the black table. That was taken from Saddam Hussein's palace. And the sword you see laying on the ground beside that was actually taken from Saddam Hussein's master bedroom. You only imagine he probably handled that sword. You guys can keep coming around. As you're coming around on your right-hand side, you'll see the pictures taken of the capture of Saddam Hussein, where they found him in the spider hole. Notice that third picture from the right. They found cases of American $100 bills with them. And the picture on the end was taken about 30 seconds before he was actually hung and put to death. Saddam Hussein was hung December of 2006. We don't have any questions here, folks. We're going to move on down to Afghanistan. Right? Have a look at our displays in our Afghanistan room.
These are actual knives not confiscated in Iraq.
Moving on in there, folks, have a look at the displays as you're coming into our Afghanistan room.
Cigarettes from Iraq. Het collected tausende uniforms en alle branches van de United States Army, Air Force en alle andere units. En had mannequins, een 1000 mannequins with the uniforms. Republican Guard uniform. Thank you.
And then that helmet, that's his bodyguard.
Wow.
That unit, his son commanded that unit, and it's modeled after Darth Vader's helmet because his son loves Star Wars.
Oh, nice. Interesting.
Majority of these devices would be set off through cell phone signals, batteries, that sort of thing. I mentioned our last 13 service members. What took them out was this guy right here. This is our suit. There's some other bomb-making parts. Check what he's holding in his right hand. It explodes. Again, that's what took out our last 13 service members, August 26th of 2021. We don't have any questions on Afghanistan, folks. Follow me down here. We're going to talk about a couple of his military vehicles. We do have a bridge up here, folks, that you can come up onto and have a look inside this hat track. If you guys don't want to do stairs, we have a path around the left that you can take. But as you guys are coming down the road, that first half...
We get it. We're not for everyone.
And we're okay with that. More than okay with that.
Fridays for the doers.
The dreamers.
The small business owners who get things done.
Friday is the simplest platform to manage and pay your team.
We have a very simple onboarding process.
My employees love it. They clock in 1, 2, 3.
Friday is all about simplicity.
I don't need to think about it.
It makes my life so much easier.
Friday, empowering small businesses.
The trailer that you see in the middle is an
This is the
F-10
bombs
ammo
of
trailer. We
Leeuwarden
hold about 6,000 rounds.
against the American
of different
soldiers.
caliber ammunition. And then as you guys come up on the bridge, you can have a look at this half track again if you don't want to do the inside.
You mentioned something that you used to find these all the time. You're saying you were there in Iraq? Wow. You were a Marine? Wow. Thank God you're alive.
Yeah, I made it out.
Wow. I'm sure you saw some stuff that you don't want to talk on camera. Thank you so much for your time. For the medics. This is the Essen, was wir gegessen. Du hat herangebracht die herige Tanks mit Jeeps. Mine is it as West Point. Du vet man rovgan alltså. Kijk hoeveel mannequins er had overgesteld.
Very proud of this. Sometimes I sleep with it. Minus 2028. 28, let's see. Oh, 27. Next year. Uh-oh, I gotta be a good boy. All I have to do is send him a copy of this license, send him a check for the weapon. He could mail it to me. 1915, this is what they look like. 1915, all ready for World War I. And then in 1936, they changed. 65% of this vehicle was missing. All the stuff I couldn't get from other collectors, I made in my machine shop. And that was like brand new. Even though, okay, so anyway, what makes this car special is it still has the original rear. The World War II Russians, not Putin.
Guys are coming up over the bridge into our Russian room. We've already had a couple people point it out. As you're coming down the stairs on your left, you're going to see a motorcycle and sidecar here. Motorcycle, and now we have a Russian room today to look at. A couple of things you're going to see as you're coming in this room, and those in the back field, y'all can kind of bleed over into the British room there. It's going to get nice and cozy down here. Don't wander too far, the manuscript grab it. You're going to see a lot of the Russian rifle here, the Mosin Nickel. We also have some of the 1938 short.
This has dog tags. So basically, wird als Soldier bekommt man 2 dog tags. Der erste dog tag ist mal gemacht, ist gewesen in 1915. Und sie gewesen du. Und der andere gewesen du. Der Reason for was er du die corner open, weil ob einer gestorben, hat man es herangestippt zwischen den Zeiner. Und also ist geblieben eins bei der Mensch, und der andere hat man abgestippt zu der base, the army base.
On the back wall there on the right, we have the PPS-H-41 and the PPS-42-43 submachine gun. That 41 is also the most produced submachine gun of any military in the world, before finally being replaced in 1943 by the SG.
In fact, if Hitler listened to his generals, we probably all wouldn't be here today. They had a very good chance of winning the war. They had like the best of everything. This is the fastest shooting machine gun they had in World War II, way faster than all the other countries. The MG-42 8mm shoots a rate of 12 to 1,300 bullets a minute. They call it the Hitler Zipper. Okay, the Nazis, they had the Bismarck, the biggest battleship. They had the Tiger tank, 70-ton tank, 88mm gun, twice as heavy duty, twice as powerful as the Sherman tank, only weighed 28 tons. And the projectile from the American tank, the American tank would have bounced right off the Tiger tank. That's pretty embarrassing. Okay, they had the V-1, the V-2 flying bomb. In 1941, they had the first jet fighter up in the air, way ahead of all the other countries, and they really had a good chance of winning the war. Luckily, they didn't. Okay, Hitler's biggest mistake, and all his generals told him he shouldn't do it, but you can't tell Hitler what to do. You go to the gas chamber. Okay, in 1942, he started sending 3 million soldiers to Russia. He wanted to take over Russia. 1 million to Stalingrad, 1 million to Leningrad, 1 million to Moscow. 1942 winter was the coldest on record, 33 below zero. 80% of all his soldiers were still wearing their summer uniforms. Almost 1.5 million froze to death that winter. From that point on, his hopes of taking over the world started to go downhill. So I'm going to make a loop in this one room here. And no matter what museum you guys go to in America, I don't think you're going to see a better Nazi collection than I will put together here. Right now, I have every helmet and every uniform they wore in World War I and World War II. Okay, over here, this is the artillery sergeant, and we got the Panther, that's a tanker. We got the Luftwaffe, that's the Air Force.
I need to go back there and look.
All original.
No, it is. All the mannequins and the weapons.
Can I have you in the video?
I don't care.
Yeah? What's your name?
My name's Brad.
Brad, from where are you?
I'm from Texas.
Texas? You
Yes,
took a flight special for this, for Dragonman?
No, I'm up here with my son. He's working up in Lyman. So
Nice,
we
nice.
decided to come down here.
Oh, wow. Nice to meet
for the
you.
day. I'm Brad. This is Brady. That's my wife, Tracy.
Nice, hi. Nice to meet you. You can watch it on YouTube. I'll post it, okay?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah. So jetzt gab's de mensen som actually getrunken de hitten. Ze hebben actually geharget eden. Deze gewin in Germany.
Okay, now you got about 250 to 300 people laying down. The Germans are too proud to go in there and pull the bodies out, so they got these teenagers they use as slaves, and they gave them these claws. The serial number is 324. I have two of these now, called the claw. Okay, 324. See that? It's made out of stainless steel. The second one I have is on the second shelf in back of me. Okay, the way this works, they go in there, they put this around the body, the corpse's wrist or ankle. See, it locks. See, it just locked. They pull the body out of the gas chamber. They'd hit this middle trigger. That would release the body, see, like that. And outside the gas chamber, there'd be a whole squad, 25, 35, 40 slaves. And what they're looking for is gold teeth. If the body had gold teeth, they'd pull it out and throw them in a pan, see, just like that. These pictures are from Auschwitz. After that, you go on a rail system, see all the bodies on the rail system, right to one of the 42 incinerators in Auschwitz. Yeah, 9 years ago, my daughter visited Auschwitz. Here's a picture of her in front of 2 of the ovens. See that, just to prove it. That summer, she visited 3 death camps in Poland. And when she came back, she showed me all the videos and pictures and everything she learned. This way I learned more. Okay, so let me, in Auschwitz alone, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in one day, they killed, they murdered about 4,000 people and burning them. That's 28,000 a week. And that's only one death camp. There was 6 more. It's amazing they got away with what they did for 12 years. Okay, if you were lucky enough to get one of those armbands, I have every one of them, and work in a factory and make ammunition and parts for the Germans, you would have probably survived the war. Okay, if you got one of those armbands, okay, this is the passport book. The one on my left hand is the soldier, the one on the right is the citizen. Okay, but what I really want to show you, okay, see the picture? Okay, see the approval stamp? It's half on the picture and half on the paper. This way you can't change the picture. See the approval stamp? I have the approval stamp. See that? So if you guys are buying a new house, a new car, you need the paperwork stamp. And, 20 years ago, I better be here when the last guy leaves.
You got any bikers today?
I wanted to, but there are a couple, but these are the head guys. Hermann Göring, he was Hitler's right-hand man. He was in charge of the Luftwaffe. They did catch him. They were going to hang him, but the history book says they think his wife paid off one of the guards to give him cyanide. He took cyanide and killed himself before they could hang him. I would have hung him anyway, make everybody happy. Okay, this guy here, Joseph Goebbels. One day after Hitler killed himself, April 30th, 1945, this guy was supposed to be in charge. He didn't want any part of it. He killed his wife first, and then his 6 kids. This is his oldest daughter up here. She was 12 years old. The history book says when they found her body, she was all beat up. That means she put up a fight, but they got the cyanide in her mouth anyway. Nice guy. Okay, this guy here, this is the doctor you don't want to see if you get a cold. Joseph Mengele. He was the head doctor in Auschwitz. He killed tens of thousands of people doing stupid experiments that amounted to nothing. He liked to experiment with twins for some reason. After the war, he got away with it. They think he went to Argentina. Okay, this guy here, worst of them all, Hendrik Schambler. It was his idea for the final solution, to kill all the Jews and all Hitler's enemies. And after the war, he took cyanide. And he was one of the first 50 people to join the Nazi Party. And he took cyanide. We got one guy fainted. Okay, the officers would keep this somewhere hidden in their uniform. If they think they're going to get captured, tortured, don't want to reveal any military information, they just open this up like I'm doing right now. You bite the glass vial, the cyanide would foam up your saliva, and nobody could hold their breath more than 3 minutes. You're dead in 3 minutes. Watch how perfect this comes out. It's about 1 inch long. Isn't that something? You see that? Keep your mouth closed. See that? This is the real deal. In the morning, they fed them bread and water, and that was it. And here's a picture of the bread truck in Dachau delivering the bread to the concentration camp. Every picture in this room means something. Okay, we're going to go into the next room.
matter of course, repeatedly bypassing it. I want to make sure there's not a funding easy to
We're also going to see in that back corner there for the German room on your right hand side.
Who's in this room?
I actually have 3 in this room.
Yeah.
2 from people that, you know, might come here and weren't hydrated. Elevation. And one lady went down.
You heard me say water cooler here. Look at that down there. It may look like it has a barrel. That barrel is actually inside the canister.
Is de gas, maar niet in de gas chamber. En bis 4 minuten om ik heb de hartattack.
I will here shortly, so what we're going to do is we're going to check in those guys. Around this way, you want to get one shoulder with him, so he can just it's crazy.
And then just don't forget follow up and make sure you get the
He was my dad's best friend. He lived right down the block here. When Pearl Harbor was being bombed, Pete was on the USS Maryland. His job in the Navy was a Navy photographer. He took 36 pictures. And he passed away about 3 months. This is one of my favorite pictures right here. I got it on the side. I got to make this bigger. Okay, did you see the airplane on the top? See, there's an airplane up in the air? Okay, that's a torpedo bomber. It's his job to come as close as he can to the ship every day. Very brave people back then. And let me show you a picture of Pete about 40 years ago. He still looked pretty good. Boy, lung cancer. Him and my dad just couldn't stop smoking. The last couple of years they were alive, they have tracks with Pete. That's probably about 18 years ago. I used to put about 25 vehicles every year in the Veterans Parade, and we used to get this. He did 13 combat missions over Europe. All he had to do was 8, and he wouldn't have to go work again. And he
Here, the Korean War is sometimes called the Forgotten War because it was preceded by World War II and followed by Vietnam. So it often gets that first year when the North Korean Army intended to reunify the peninsula after being split in two after World War II, invaded over the border and pushed the South Korean Army and defenders south very rapidly. As I mentioned, for that first year, there was a lot of fighting and a lot of back and forth. We actually managed to push the North Koreans almost all the way back to the Chinese border on the Yongan River, and then China sent their army pouring over. The capital of South Korea, Seoul, actually changed hands 4 times over the course of this treaty that they could, and they ended up settling on a ceasefire. The Korean War is still ongoing, making it the longest conflict we've been involved in, and one of the longest conflicts in world history. And if you look at the attitudes of the two countries, I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. A couple notable things is this was the first time we saw jet-on-jet combat. The Germans did invent the first jet, but this was the first time we actually saw them fight with our F-86 Sables versus the MiG-15s flown by Russian pilots and Chinese 1,500 U.S. troops. And so the name of the Forgotten War is kind of a misnomer because we should really never forget these men. We're going to move on into our World War I.
Keep moving on in there, folks.
A searchlight to look for planes?
Yeah. So
Wow.
the ground gun crews would try and shoot down the planes as they spot them.
Oh wow.
And it's actually, this is the generator and the control panel for this light as well.
Hey guys,
Oh, wow.
World War I. Our generals, the military history, General George Washington, General Grant, and General John Pershing. These are Butler's uniform. What makes him special, here's a picture of Jim Butler and his co-partner wearing this uniform in 1917. That's 109 years ago.
I was very lucky to get this, like I say, from my family in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, probably 25 years ago. And this is the way his horse would have been set up in Europe. It's called a McCowan saddle, even the saddle truck. Even the animal.
This is Dragonman's vibe. So basically, sie ist gehandelt worden in an accident. Discovery Channel had a advertisement or something. They make a shiny video. I said, it's a firecracker. My mistake. It's an accident. He's gehandelt worden.
British gun, millimeter. That was their caliber back then. And they used this in World War I right through World War II. Okay, this one here, the Eddystone, 1917 Eddystone. That's when the 16-inch bayonet came out, 30-06 caliber. The Eddystone was only in business for 4 years, and they sold their company in 1920 to Springfield Armory. Eddystone. Okay, Springfield Armory.
I know she's wearing red.
1917 and non-current got the order from the U.S. government to make one barrel. They didn't invent the battery yet for the automotive vehicle. Okay, this is called the Magneto. See the Magneto? And with a Magneto, you don't need points and tail lights because those are kerosene. Okay, the 45th state, Utah.
So their flag got no 45 stars.
It's Utah. That flag was made 1896. Right. And the president back then, Grover Cleveland. Okay, and then in 1907, another state was inducted into America by Theodore Roosevelt, and that's right over there. 46 stars, Oklahoma in 1907. And then in 1912, 2 more states were inducted into America by President William Taft, New Mexico and Arizona. And then in 1959, 2 more states were inducted into America by Dwight D. Eisenhower. That would have been Alaska and Hawaii. And let me tell you one more thing Dwight Eisenhower did. April 14th, 1954, he ordered the words, "In God We Trust," on our currency. The only bill that didn't have that was the $2 bill until 10 years later, 1964. On the $2 bill is our third president, Thomas Jefferson, and in the back, 1776, the Declaration of Independence being signed. So you guys are learning a lot today, huh? Okay, well, Justin's going to show you all my running.
All he has to do is fire his beard white, you can have a Santa Claus. You can work all December.
Gevre, ich ga doorgaan snel doen. But ich ga like a link in the description. En jeder kan watchen the original video van zijn website, zijn YouTube channel. Die is maas bij jede zag, jede item.
Can you imagine how uncomfortable it would be driving on that seat? They definitely didn't design those chairs to be comfortable.
No air conditioning for sure.
Yeah. Well, just look at that seat. Like, can you imagine having to drive for miles on that thing?
Worse than economy class.
No, thank you.
Well, military members have bad backs.
Oh, time for a lawsuit.
Yeah, that and standing watch for 8 hours.
Exactly.
Der Sucher daran gelegt, du hast ein Parking Lot.
It was designed for the Marine Corps and it was designed to be airdropped. So Dragonman is a fake Dodge van, but we do have a few floors in the museum. Over here on your right hand side, 1,000-pound napalm that is carried. On your left here is the Indian, you saw earlier. This would have a kill radius of 75 feet. They're M37 Jeeps, one of the more common Jeeps you would have seen in Vietnam. And right across from that is an M29 Studebaker Weasel. This vehicle is an amphibious vehicle and got its notoriety during the Battle of the Bulge. 182, this Vietnam era, and right across from that is a 1955 GMC bomb.
Is it a parachute?
Notice it is
Is that parachutes? Yeah.
500-pound bombs. These bombs are painted
The brown boots and the old paratrooper boots. Those are good looking boots.
Yeah.
You're going to see a vehicle that's got a trailer attached to it. This
All
vehicle
the
is called a
landmines.
Gamma. Just over 14,000 of those were produced for Vietnam. As you guys come around
500-pound bombs. Basically schlepped the bomb trailers.
It's typically an anti-aircraft platform and it would have the two 50 caliber Browning machine guns. The canisters on the side are two-stone ammo canisters and they'll hold 250 rounds of 50 caliber ammunition. If you don't know what a 50 caliber round looks like, we've got some on display. The 2 World War II at Korea. And if you guys want to keep coming down on
Bomb squad unit.
Operation Buck on Rhine, Watch on the Rhine. The plan to do was try and replicate their success with the blitzkrieg tactic by going for the art. A lot of units who have combat experience, but such heavy losses and have not gotten their replacements. So they attack some. That is where the famous story comes where General McAuliffe, he was told to surrender by the German general. They said, "We have you surrounded, you need to surrender."
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, Dagger has fun on Yagi, her brain.
Wo sind denn die pinke Trucks?
Keep going though, so she's gonna make was klein.
Bitcoin, also wie viel Bitcoin wird uns helfen schleppen, alles zu der neuen Location. Oh.
Area, you'll get my area. Keep on heading if you want, I drive it like a no. I don't wanna hear you, just time to know like I'm Bango, cutting my hair.
A piece of cake movies. Kannst du bestellen de letzte Minute, alle locations, na gitte Praat.
Adi bis last minute and keiner is schon available. Piece of Cake Movies is great 24 Schuhe. Professional, timely, in der Rappen is in special bubble bags.
Because that would be fun. The T-54, the first prototype, was designed in 1945 and is the most produced tank in the world. The one you're looking at actually served in the Czechoslovakian army. That's what that silver plate is at the back of the vehicle. You mount the M29 to the silver plate. The roof actually opens up to allow our guys to fire the mortars up and through the roof of this vehicle. We don't have any questions here, folks.
It's impossible to show the actual size. It's unbelievable. Unreal wat ze doen aangelegd in de building. Oxygen, O2. Wow. It's okay. Okay, their room had to mit music and Elvis Presley.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
Gas pump. All original Coca-Cola bottles. Had es in der ganze room arim. Real Coca-Cola bottles. Doet hij eigenlijk zijn cars. I want the gas station collection after that. En die kinderen in Manti vliegen om their bikes. Alle cars zijn alleen gebouwd, oder upgraded met zijn eigen machines, gebouwd was in een room via arbeid. Create parts van mensen die hebben motorcycles, Harley Davidsons en alte cars. I guess deze is een van de zaken dat ze geleerd in de army en ik ben in de army. Ich weiß nicht alles, was das ist, but man will, man kann gerne seinen YouTube-Channel und sehen alles, was es ist. So wie ich gefragt gesagt, gelijk the channel in the description. Und jeder kann watchen. Covert alle cars mit Plastik. Er will nicht kein Dust. Ich noch durchgebracht das Gedenken der Maschine.
Check out all the pedal cars for the next room. 85 of them. Don't forget to look up. Ones hanging from the ceiling are my favorite.
He was broke out. Elvis's death. What happened? How did he die?
Drug overdose, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
No golden toilet?
Well, yeah, did he have a golden toilet? I don't remember. He didn't.
Filmen the cars. I guess deze gewinnt de tire cars in Toys R Us in het zaten.
It's all electric. The train. That's why the kids were too new. They had to put over there.
was a close one. That's close, Brock. Glad nobody got hurt. I don't have that.
End up like.
So on the way out, on the left side, there's a donation jar. If you want to leave $1, take it there. If you want to come back in the shop, I'll sign it and we'll take a picture together.
I've got a couple pair of those if you want. I use them for hiking. I still have the dexterity, but the wool part keeps my hands warm.
Got a collection from holiday candy, whatever it's heist.
Like a hydraulic thingy. So you would get in it, and then they would raise you up and then do your haircut while you were sitting in the.
So have you ever seen the show Night at the Museum? Right, so when all
Ich trage keine Headphones. Ich bin deaf. Whoa. Chevredu hat er seine custom machines, was er baut parts von motorcycles. Und man ging wasen. Ist alles parts, was er baut allein by hand. Look at these machines. Kein gehen auf seinem Channel, ist zu sehen, wie er macht es. Was er baut apart. Unbelievable. 80 Jahre alt. Energy, was ich noch nicht gesehen am Mensch haben. Make sure to go on his channel and watch exactly how he's using each machine. It's unreal. Jede part by inch, by millimeter. Jetzt lassen wir gegen den Breakdown. Heißt Dragonman, weil Jahren zurück, ich weiß nicht wie lange sicher, und fragen öfter, 40 Jahre zurück, oder hat er gebaut ein Bike, so er hat ein Dragon auf es, das ist es. Und weil er gefahren hat, er hat ein Button, er kann schießen Feuer. Und der Euler in der Town, oder whatever, muss ihm zu riefen Dragonman. Wegen dem heißt der Dragonman. So yeah, jetzt geht er sign an American flag from me for the rabbi. I wish I was the rabbi.
Dragonman.
Check this out. Check this out. For CDD.
It could be worth a lot of money when I die.
Oh. This is the man. This is the man. Enjoy.
Take care.
Have a great day.
Thanks for watching.
Yes. I'm so do machen the next Okeechobee. Property is do. It's rich humid. It's 90 degrees. Surrounded by the Rockies. Laten we zien wat de geveret hier doen. Even stutzig doen. Oh wow. Geveren haben door de bikes. Wow. So, hoeft te gaan to the zoo. Dat is de hoogste zoo in Amerika. Ze komt met 7000 feet elevation. We dachten nemen een chairlift. All the way up in the mountains. En dan zeggen we gaan doen. So apparently the price from the zoo includes the chairlift. We have to kopen nog een ticket voor them. Yeah.
Chair taps you on the back of the leg. You're going to sit back in your seat, kick up your...
Hi, I'm Dr. M. Naeem, podiatrist and CEO of Mole Podiatry. We have 4 locations in the greater New York City area. What I love about being a doctor is helping patients. No one appreciates how important their feet are until something is very wrong. We love giving our patients a wonderful experience. When it came down to setting up payroll, my insurance broker had only one name, Friday. Friday makes it so easy to pay our team that we can really focus on getting people back on their feet.
Friday, empowering small businesses.
care from the elephants. Okeechobee, here we come. Wow, for all the musicians, Colorado is the place. Special carousel. Showing the skiing in the winter though.
Smoking is only allowed free security. You're outside on package 1 and ticketing. Thank you for keeping your competitors smoke free.
One more question. Am I the first ultra-Orthodox guy that came to visit this museum?
Oh no, over the years I got rabbis.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Someone with
They're
this?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, especially from Brooklyn.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, they come out.
Nice.
They go to Denver, they come down here to
Right. I landed in Denver, correct.
They're very interested in the Nazi room.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see.
Oh, I saw online that you said you want to help out with the Pittsburgh after the shooting. You said you're going to donate guns for the rabbis and whatever.
Oh, that
you remember
was years
that?
ago,
Yeah.
The shooting. Yeah. I donated about 8 guns.
Unreal.
So they
Unreal.
can protect themselves.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a tzaddik.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're a good
I'm
man.
a good person.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah.
Have a great day, and it was a beautiful tour for the museum.
Hope you guys like the video. Keep in touch. You're always welcome to visit me. 1200 Dragonman Drive, Colorado Springs, Colorado, 80929. My phone number is 719-683-2200.
Bring your kids.
You're allowed 3 questions or 1 stupid one.